Who is that? Hi everybody! So last year I did a video called 5 Things You Should Know Before Adopting a Siberian Husky. Now with any dog breed, it's difficult to sum up what it's like to cohabitate with them in just 5 things. So here's 5 more things you should know before adopting a Siberian Husky. Number 5, they can be picky eaters. Now every dog is different, but I have heard from several Husky owners and a lot of other dog people that Siberian Huskies tend to be very, very picky. It's so true for our dog Phoenix, who turns her nose up at random stuff that I think would be very delicious. Fruits, vegetables, different food that's not her food, food that she's been having too often that she's getting sick of. She's so picky. Our other dog Falcon is not picky whatsoever. She'll eat pretty much anything. If we gave her rocks, she'd eat rocks. So it really depends per dog what their preference is, but Huskies do have a reputation for being picky. Number 4, they can have sensitive stomachs. Even though Falcon thinks everything is delicious going in, it's not always that great on the way out. Both of my dogs have pretty sensitive tummies. They're both on grain-free diets, not because we're fancy and we just want our dogs to be on grain-free diets, but because it pretty much can't handle anything else. I remember a couple years back for Falcon's birthday, we got them doggy ice cream, supposed to be very, very safe for dogs with like no added sugar or any of that stuff, and they had the squirts for a week. Totally enjoyed it on the way in, not as fun on the way out. I've heard from many other Husky owners that their dogs also have sensitive tummies, but really it varies per dog. I've seen other Huskies eat anything, just like Falcon, and be totally fine. Number 3, they have a really high prey drive. There was one time when there was a hurricane in my town, and Phoenix had to go to the bathroom, of course, during the hurricane. So Mike opened the door to let her out, and a bird flies into the house. And it's just flying around our house, completely disoriented because it was just in a hurricane. And when Phoenix came back in, she saw this bird. Honestly, it just made one tiny mistake. It flew just a little too low, and Phoenix was able to jump up and snatch it out of the air. I live with a monster. That was pretty scary. She generally seems so poofy and friendly and lazy, and then all of a sudden she sees the bird and it's like we are out in the wilderness, every man for himself, every dog for himself. It was kind of impressive and terrifying at the same time. That's why I'm extra careful anytime there's gonna be small animals around, cats, even like little tiny cats. My dogs will chase them and pounce on them. She's so mad. Is it still there? There it is. It's just chilling there. Number 2, they love digging. I think it has something to do with the fact that when they're out in the snow, they can like dig a little hole to lay in to protect themselves from the wind and all that stuff. Basically, any plants I have in the house, any plants I have in planters outside, and our yard is not safe from the dogs. Phoenix once unearthed all the in-ground sprinklers at my parents' house because she wanted to know where the water was coming from. We just walked out there and all of the sprinklers were exposed. Another cute thing they do, probably related to the digging, is before they lay down, they just dig wherever they are. Falcon has a spot on the carpet where she likes to lay, and she just digs and digs at it, and then circles and then lays down. And number 1, they're pretty good with kids. I don't know about all Siberian Huskies, but mine are amazing with our toddler. Since we brought him home, they've been obsessed with him. They lay underneath his crib, underneath his bassinet. He's starting to get on their nerves a little bit now because he wants to pet them, he wants to grab them, he wants to hug their faces, but they're so super patient. Even Falcon, who doesn't really like when he touches her, she gets all huffy, but she just sucks it up and deals with it. Of course, it's never wise to leave your toddler or your small children alone with your dogs. You should always supervise them for the safety of both your kids and your dogs. So that's it. That's the 5 more things you should know. Of course, the overarching theme of all of these things you should know is that Huskies are awesome, and they are a really, really great addition to your pack. Husky parents, let me know in the comment section below if any of these points resonate with you and what your dogs are like. I love hearing your dog stories. Also, to those of you who are considering adopting a Siberian Husky, hopefully some of these things were helpful in making your decision. I'm also doing this new thing on my channel where I'm asking you guys, the subscribers, to submit your pictures for This Is a Pillow. If you have found your dog sleeping in an awkward or weird position or using random things that aren't pillows as pillows, you can send them to me via Instagram or Twitter. I'll put links to all my social media stuff down below so you can get at me with your awkward dog pictures. And then you could be featured on This Is a Pillow. Thanks for watching. Make sure you subscribe to my channel. I post new things every Wednesday. You can tap on that little circle with my face in it to subscribe. If you want to see my last video, you can click here, and if you want to see more dog stuff, you can go down there. And now that we're at the end of this video, it's time for This Is a Pillow. Alright, it's been real. See you guys next time. Bye! Husky parents, let me know in the comment section. Ow! Ow!